The start of it all is about to replace stuff. It's ready. Hold it. Give it up. Do you really think you can outrun me? Eek. Now just calm down and drop that weapon. Just stay back. If you come any closer, I shoot her. Kitty. Yeah. Oh, Kitty. Shoot, you might get hurt. Are you okay? You're alright now. Are you hurt? You save me, mister. I was just doing my job. The gods, they're the ones who saved you. What's your job, mister? Me, I'm a police detective. So that's the Thames meteorite, eh? It's beautiful looking at it from this angle. I changed all of our face completely. We can stop Thames from falling from the sky, but we might be able to protect you from that fragment and save your life. I don't know. What's the matter, Detective Yode? To be perfectly honest, I'm scared. If that meteorite fragment doesn't get him, I'm pretty sure I will shot him. We might not be able to change our fate of dying. I can accept that. What I did is inexcusable. No matter how the fact might change, the fact will never go away. However, the future might change. Sorry? If my fate is to die here, then I accept that. This will be our last battle against fate. Beyond that, it will be a new future. Okay, let's get started. It's kind of weird though, because every other time your position is determined where the body is. Oh well. Now, how are we gonna save you? If Lang would just wander off somewhere, that would solve everything. When her sweet potato is almost ready. Ha, she's not gonna budge from the spot. But you know, it makes me wonder. A little girl all alone in the park listening to music and roasting a sweet potato. What kind of child did this girl have? Doesn't everybody have at least one day in their life like that? Give her a break. Anyway, if Lang won't budge from that spot, then we just have to have the fragment move instead. Okay, let's come on. Well, that doesn't do it. Then again, I can't get up there. Nope. Switch. It's ready. Hold it. Eek. see, sweet potato, roasted sweet potato. And you can see this, but this have the same shape type as the bullet. What in word is this thing? Oh, but here you even forgot what a sweet potato is. It's the roasted root vegetable. It's good. There's nothing like them on a cold winter's day. They're sweet and they smell delicious. This case you are making me want to try one. Let's see. Actually, before I do that, I see a path for Missa to take. Yes, kinda hard to control. Aha. Ah, can't reach. Damn it. Stay back. Ashes, what are you doing? You're going to hurt poor Miss Line's ears. I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking. You really startled her. You even made her drop her sweet potato. I know how much this girl loves her food too. Anyway, at least her fate has changed, albeit over ever so slightly. Wait a minute. Can't reach anything. But I can manipulate this. And I can do this with... Yeah, that's a core. Could almost reach that. Oh, look at that sweet potato. That big scary sweet potato. That's not a sweet potato, Missa, that's Mino. Oh right, of course. But look at the potato and Mino. Right now they have the same shape. So you're saying you could swap them, huh? Good idea, Missa. Okay, here we go. I'm going to need your help. My help? Yeah, problem is... I don't... I should definitely... Because I don't think this will do anything. Nope. Rewind. Let's see, she did that. Rock this. Get over here. Get the potato. Or maybe not. Spray higher. Swap. Right, yeah, I'm in the big rock now. So I should swap that. Oh look, the lamppost is bending. But it hasn't broken yet. It really is a wonder it hasn't snapped. I used my tool out for a little while longer. If I recall, the tensing fragment smashed through the glass lantern on his way down. But if Minos is firmly on his way, then fate should change. But yeah. Oh boy. Any ideas? Oh, poor Miss Line. I'm sorry. If you're so sorry, then put her down. Alright now, Miss I. I was really out of my head that day. Well, we can talk about all this later. The tempsic meter is gonna fall very soon. Before that happens, I have to think of a way to do something about the fragment. And I do everything I can to help too. Can I do anything with this? Nope. It's about time for that meteorite to come down. Don't worry, Missile, I think we're ready for it. Look what's right in front of the fragment's path. Okay, that's giant sweet potato. If anything can get in on the way of the ugly monster can. Ouch. Anyway, another fragment's path to change. I'm gonna position myself over here. Just gonna have to wait. There, how's that? Look, the fragment's course. It changed a little. Now your misfate should really change. Wait a minute. Take another look at the fragment's trajectory. Now that's it changed what's in his path. In his path? No. No. Detective Yod. The tempsic fragment shot through its leg. What? But the cruel twist of fate weren't over yet. Then, come on, put it down. Huh? Yo, put the gun down right now. If you don't, you're going to shoot him. I don't know if it's his detective training or what, but even though he's shaking from the pain, the gun doesn't wave. Put the gun down. No. I know it. This is my true fate. In the end, I stole his life away. With my own hands. I won't let that happen. Missile, the bullet is stopped in mid-air. I'm here inside the bullet. Now let's swap it with something. What? With what? Detective Yod? The meteor fragment is what's made you pull the trigger. We won't let you become a murderer. We have to prove that murder isn't the detective's true fate. And to do that, we have to stop this bullet. There must be something with the same shape as the bullet around here. Yeah, and as I mentioned before, the sweet potato. Oh no, we stopped the bullet, but we still can save him. That's not true. Huh? My fate of getting pierced through the back might not have changed, but I'm still alive. What? I'm not dead, I'm just unconscious. Okay, so your fate of death has changed, but still. The fate is just too painful to watch, in every sense. I don't think so. As long as I'm alive, that's good enough for me. But we were overlooking one thing. The wheel of fate has still slowly turning. Oh, fuck. Look out. Wake up, you gotta get out there. Damn it, my leg won't work. It's all over, we're out of time. Miss 9? It's not over yet, but there is anything else to swap with. Why don't we just let it play out and then try to find out it next time? Even if she dies, all you have to do is possess her corpse. And then you can redo her last 4 minutes as many times as it takes. No, I won't do that. Why not? Sure, the fact of her death would be erased, but her memory of it would remain, like a scar in her psyche. I won't let it happen, not if I can help it. But what can we do? If we work together? I think there might be something that can be done. What is it? What can Sis and I do? Don't forget I'm here too. With 3 kinds of powers among us, we ought to be able to fight this battle. This battle against the fate of death. You may. Cecil, your power is manipulating objects. Use your powers to manipulate this. Huh? I don't get it. Just trust me, let's do it. Alright, I'll try to move there. Now get to your strength and make it spray off as if your life depended on it. I'm dead though. In that case, make it spray out if your death depended on it. Give it your all. And remember, you only have a split second. Okay, now do it. Got it. Now it's your turn, Missile. What? Me? But what can I do? I think you know the answer to that. Okay, got it. You can swap them. The hunk of concrete will go back to its original position. But if you swap them, it'll still be right above Miss 9. Don't worry. Okay, I do it. I swap them. Oh, it's no use. We can't stop the horrible Mino. What can we do now? I don't see how gaining a second or two helped. Oh, it helped alright. Those few seconds were exactly what I wanted. Last up is my turn. Your turn? Him. You know what my powers is, right? I can manipulate living creatures. Wait a minute, you mean? That's right. I'm going to save that little girl. Save her by manipulating my own unconscious body. Ow. You gods. Yeehaw. Oh, you're awake. Hey mister, is your knee okay? Oh, it'll be fine, it's just a scrap. A scrape, whatever. I'm lucky it wasn't a fatal hit. But the main thing is that you're not hurt. You say me, mister. I was just doing my job. The gods, they are the ones who saved you. What's your job, mister? Me, I'm a police detective. Do you think you could go call the police for me? I think you could do it quicker than I could. But what's that? This is a detective badge. We give them to children who's been very brave. A detective badge? Thanks. Okay, you know what to do, little detective. Are you alive? Yeah, sadly. Hang on, help is coming. What made you do such a reckless thing? To be perfectly honest, I don't really know. When I came to, my body was already moving all by itself. It was as if somebody else was controlling me. I see. But you know, I'm glad it happened. Oh no, the kitty cat. Hey, mister. I found this kitten, it was over there. Come to think of it, I just saw it a few minutes ago. It's probably a stray. He's kind of limp, is it okay? I don't know, I think it's unconscious. It's funny, it doesn't look like it's injured or anything. Poor little kitty. How about if I take it to my house and look after it? Would you like to come with me, little kitten? And why they show this, you will see in a moment. Well, it looks like his fate just changed in a big way. Whose fate? That kitten, of course. Sissel. Sissel? The name Sissel echoes in my head. That's my real name. These long, lonely 10 years. You were my one and only friend. How about it? Do you remember now? Old friend? Yep, that's right. We've been the cat all along. I think I finally remember. 10 years ago, I was a little kitten that wandered into this park. I was weak and all alone in the world. Hold it. Yeah. Somebody please look at me. Oh. Oh, kid, shoo, you might get hurt. Somebody please reach a hand out to me. I had just only died at the time. I had lost everything, my life, my memory. My body wouldn't move anymore, but I still managed to reach out a hand to him. The next thing I knew, my soul had transferred to the black kitten. With no recollection of who I was, I lived as a cat with you for a while. After a while, the man regained his memory. I went back to being just a cat, and then the man got his body back. I took my body back from the morgue. There was somebody I just had to go see. Just one more time. I took control of my body and hurried to her house. But I was just a little too late. I had just missed her as she left this world. She left me a note that said, "I am coming to you, your mail." The man naming me Sissel. It was the name of something important he had lost along with his life. his fiancée. He told me about it once, but I didn't understand what it was. Those 10 years were very happy for me, but they weren't happy for the man, and there was nothing I could do for him. For 10 years I wandered through the darkness with no particular place to go. As time passed, my powers gradually changed. At first I could only manipulate small creatures and objects, but then after a while I could manipulate people. That's when the darkness inside me deepened and I started to get a little twisted. I wanted light. This sort of artificial light. When I got my revenge online, I will see that light, or at least that's what I tried to believe. I left my old self buried in that junkyard and walked away. The Black Cat. I was possessing Cecil then. It wouldn't look very much like a murder if the corpse got up and walked away after all. So you borrowed the body of your old friend. Cecil was inside that bag I was carrying tonight. I had no intention of leaving my friend behind in this country when I left. But then, when I went to possess his body, I realized something horrible. What was that? Cecil there inside the bag was dead. Yeah, remember the first shot? I wasn't able to control her completely. The first bullet didn't hit anything, or so I thought. But it didn't hit something, didn't it? It hit Cecil inside the bag. Yes, that's when I lost my life. Right there in the presence of toxic radiation. And that's when I got my powers of the dead, my ghost tricks. I think I understand it now. Why I was the only one who couldn't get his memory back. It was because I thought that corpse was me. It was the only corpse I could see at the time after all. But as it turns out, it wasn't the only dead body. My true death was hidden just behind that corpse. Now that I think about it, I do. Do you remember what you said? That you knew all along about me saying lying tonight. If you knew, why didn't you try to stop me? It's simple. Because I couldn't even if I wanted to. Huh, why not? Remember the thing about the individual difference in the powers we get? I can control all kinds of things, from the living to the dead. But even so, there are some things that you can do that I can't. You mean? I can't even rewind time, let alone change the fate of a dead. If I could do those things, I would save your life. Not only that, but I never would just let my fiancé stay dead like that. But you're here 10 years in the past now. That's thanks to your powers. I just tagged along with you. In any case, now the starting point of this entire tragedy has changed, dramatically altering fate. The fate of your death, the kid and Sissel's fate. And I can just bet you the fate of the woman you love has changed too. Yes, I believe you're right. So this was the last fate to be averted, eh? Indeed, but there is just one little mystery left. So, your mail. It looks like your plan for revenge ended in failure. Yes, and I'm glad to. Yeah, well, it didn't happen anymore, so you don't have a reason. I think I kind of understand now what you've been feeling these 10 years. She understood. She shed tears for me. That's when my revenge was over. She saved me from the darkness. Well, I guess it's time to go back, to get back. A new 10 years later was just born. Right, we should get back to our new present. I can't wait to see Miss Line and Miss Camilla again. So this past 10 years will now all vanish. Well, not completely. Huh? The memories of all of us here will remain, including the memory of what I did, my crime. That's the way this Game of the Dead works, eh? And no matter what the reason, there's no denying the fact that I took Line hostage and tried to point a gun at her. I have no intention of running away from that either. The most inexcusable crime in my new life. Hey Sissel. Yes? When we go back, our face will no longer be interconnected. It will be like we never met. So before that happens, I just want to say one thing. Tonight I stole away your life with my own hands. I'm truly sorry. That's already a thing of the lost past. Our faces have changed now, right, your mail? Thank you, Sissel. I'm so very glad I met you. Me too, you mail. Sissel, are we ever going to see each other again? I couldn't stand it if we weren't. Don't worry, Miss L. I bet we see each other again someday. 10 years from now, our paths are sure to cross. We just have to wait until then. Sissel and I never forget you. I never forget you either, valiant little doggy. But it looks like you come to live with me now. So let's get home, little black cat. Home, huh? That sounds good, Detective Yod. We all witnessed the birth of a new beginning, and now we're each going back to our own new present. We say goodbye to the parts of our stories that will be lost, believing that someday our paths will all cross again. Wait! Before you go back to a new present, I wanted to thank you. Hello, Ray. Before I cease to exist. Oh, it's you. Yes, it is I, Ray, in case you haven't forgotten again. Thanks to you, everything has turned out as I hoped. I'm really grateful to you, Sissel. Thank you. But don't forget, I was only on a journey to find my own lost memory. Yes, I know that. I know all about you. Can I ask you a question, Ray? I want to know, who exactly are you? Fair enough. I will tell you. Let me tell you about another version of tonight's events. You changed the fate of many people tonight, the first of which was hers. If you had not been there for her tonight, her fate would have been to die in that lonely spot in the outskirts of town. If that had occurred, what do you suppose would have happened? Let me tell you a story. The story of a little creature. After they stole her life that night, they broke into her apartment. They stole the wooden box from the ceiling hidden place and left. And in the process, two little dead bodies were left behind. However, the little fellow's spirit lived on. He desperately reached out his paw toward his mistress, and that's when a miracle occurred. What? Look at that, the powers of dead, but how? He didn't really understand it himself, not yet anyway. But with all you know, now, I bet you understand it, do you not? Hey, wait a minute. That's right. He died inside the aura of the strange energy. But unfortunately, with his meager powers, he was unable to save his little mistress. There just wasn't anything he could do with only the power to swap objects. He needed the power to manipulate objects in order to save the little lady. The little fellow chased after the man, but there still wasn't anything he could do. In the end, he was left behind with the man in red in the deep, deep sea. And then he went back to a world of 10 years before, to that moment of the man in red's death. What? Question mark? He decided to wait it out. He decided to wait until that night came again. And that's the other version of the story of this night. A story that has taken these 10 years to be retold. So, that was you, huh? Yes. And here we get to see an elderly version of Missile. That's right, I'm Missile. 10 years is a very long time in dog years. You can change the fate of those people on your own. So you decided to wait those 10 years out. Exactly, and then at last, the fateful night rolled around again. By this time I had grown old and my powers were weak, so I decided I need to find somebody to help me this time around. Somebody who possessed different powers than me, But wait a second, you were able to manipulate the desk lamp. Over the course of the long years, my power changed. My abilities to swap objects weakened, but I became able to manipulate small objects. But in that case, why didn't you cooperate with yourself? Because I couldn't. Huh? From watching the man in red, I found out there were individual differences in our power. I couldn't do any of the things he could do, like travel through the telephone lines, for example. What? It may not seem like much, but it's a very important power. Especially if you're trying to chase someone. But there's something I don't understand. He knew from the very beginning that I had that power. How do you know so much about me? Why won't I? After all, we had met before, and that night, the first time around. We what? We met before? Yeah, I guess Cecil died anyway. From listening to the conversation of the two intruders at the apartment, I learned that Miss Line had lost her life at the junkyard on the edge of town. I followed the ghost to a path to a junkyard and came up on an incredible scene. Imagine if you will, there is a darkness, a twisted and swirling desk lamp. In the darkness, it made my first then on end, I can tell you. But that was me, so I was shot on that night the first time around as well. You had lost your memory that time too. You had just died and you felt confused. You declined to cooperate with me. I did what? I just want to find my own lost memory. I'm sorry, but I can't help you. That's what you said. And then you disappeared. Away over the telephone line. I'm really sorry I didn't help you. That's why I decided that this time I will use that desire of yours to our mutual advantage. Mutual advantage? The only thing you were interested in was finding your own lost memory. If I could guide you along the right path to doing that, we will both benefit. And namely, the right path would be the path to a man in red, your male. What? I gave you the information you need to know to set you in the right direction, and then I gave you a time limit. A time limit? That's right, as you know. I said you only had until tomorrow morning. If I hadn't done that, you wouldn't have found out the truth tonight. And the man in red would have been sealed away at the bottom at sea forever. If that had happened, it would have been all over. Then you mean that thing about this ceasing to exist? Oh, that completely made up. A little naughty of me, I know. But I just want you to use your time wisely. Oh boy, I hate to admit it, but this little dog really outsmarted me in every way. As you call it, the wisdom that comes with age. And now it's time to say farewell. These past 10 years will cease to exist, and with them so will I. Missile, I believe in you. I always knew you could do it. And so you did. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Missile. So you waited and waited these 10 long years. All for the sake of you two ladies, Line and Camille, hey? Of course, because that's what doggies do. Now then, farewell, Cecil. And so the story of a single night come to an end. Nobody but us knew what had really happened in this town tonight. I made my way back to a new present. Huh? How come it's dark? I just turn on the lights here. Heh, were you surprised? You bet I was. You nearly scared me to death. Yippee, it worked. But it's not even my birthday today. It was my mom's birthday the day before yesterday. I made this surprise for her, but it came out so well I want to use it again. That's alright, Line. After all, we're celebrating the birth of your new position as detective, right? Really? Thank you, Detective Yode. Dad, you're home. Hey Camilla, let me introduce you. This is Line. She was just assigned to the detective division today. Hi Camilla, it's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. Line, congratulations on becoming a detective. Huh? Is something wrong? You have one of those badges too. Oh, this, yeah. I have one just like it. My dad just gave it to me the other day. But yours look a lot older than mine though. Haha, how long are you going to keep wearing that toy badge, Line? What's wrong with it? To me it's the symbol of a real detective. It's been 10 years since then, hasn't it? Who would guess you would actually become a detective one day? When you gave me this badge, I just knew. I knew it was my destiny somehow. Destiny, hey? And now that I'm a detective, I found out where that destiny will lead me. Haha, that you will. Oh hello, don't tell me you're the same little kitten. That's right, the very one. You know what? This is a very special cat. He's 10 years old, but he's still a kitten. Still a kitten? Yep, he never got any bigger or anything. Wow, what a mysterious little fellow. I know, right? His name is Cecil. Cecil? It seems to me I heard that name somewhere before. I think Cecil likes you, Line. Alright everyone, let's start the celebration. Okay, Mom. Ooh, chicken. Yummy. I bet you're just like me. Your destiny led you here somehow too. And so we meet again, Cecil. From just a single night as a human, I got a glimpse into the world, and I learned something. Their faces will have lives, they will all interconnect somehow, somewhere, somehow, in some way. And now this is my new fate. Yeah. I guess I really am a cat. It suits me just fine to curl up and watch the strange and beautiful pattern of their lives as they unfold. And it looks like I'll have a plan to watch here for quite a while. And that's the end. Woohoo! Happy birthday to a lovely line. Like I said, this isn't my birthday. Hey Missa, I thought I asked you to stay home on guard from the fort. But we're there for celebrating together with friends and lovely ones. Nothing like it, baby. Well, isn't this nice? There, how do you like that? Not bad, huh? But definitely not good. Maybe now I can be a great detective just like Inspector Cadenilla. What kind of sample is the inspector providing for his men? And I really wish they would make a sequel somehow to this. Here's your food, gentlemen. Memory, what are you doing here? I heard you were going to be picking new members for the Special Investigation Unit today. So you took a part-time job here again? Yes, you could eavesdrop. Oh, you have no idea the things I go for reaching my goal. To reach my goal. I never cooked this way before, so excited. So excited. Thermic hornet coming from curry chicken paradise, la la la, blah blah blah. Is this really necessary, this new curry chicken menu item? Oh, but your very best customer requested. Good luck with the test setting. Oh boy, I don't think I could eat another bite. Yes, who exactly is this very best customer anyway? Oh yeah, sausage head. Are you sure you really need all those explosives? Not to worry, Beauty, my dear, I followed the instructions exactly. 20 kg for gunpowder, just like it said. Wait a minute, 20 kilograms? I thought it was 20 grams. Okay. But they never did explain her ability to sense ghost. So this is where you work, huh, Papa? That's right, sweetheart. Darling husband, don't you have any ideas at all you could give me? You must have heard some user stories, the indiscreet of a minister perhaps? Now, must you talk in the way in front of her darling angel? There's this dodgy mind of my darling husband. the deal is going quite well. Oh, I must say, these grapes are quite good, my man. Oh, you're nice about to scrap the bottom of the Caesar beef fur sir. Keep it together, man. Are you trying to give me the case of vapors? I believe I nearly died of fright just now. The text could be a little slower, but yeah, basically just showing this credits to show the, well, these clips. Love, peace and pigeons, long live rock and roll. Stop the park from charging emissions. Protect the rights of those who live here. Today is the day, you know, he's finally getting out. You know, everybody's starting to get real tired of seeing you do that. Then let me show you a new dance that's been passed down in our family for generations. We do this when we have a stomach ache. We call it dance away the pain. Oh, I'm really interested in that one. Think you could show it to me in next week? You got it. Now, the final one. "10 long years you made, your time is up today. The young lady who always come to visit you is waiting outside." Thank you, Cecil. And that's the painting. All right. And that's the end, right? Yes, saving during the turn of power, save complete, return title. So yeah guys, thanks so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this series. Bye bye.